Good morning to all. In this video, we are going to continue the topic modular arithmetic. 2.5.2 Connecting Euclid division lemma and modular arithmetic. We are going to connect the Euclid division lemma, which means A equal to BQ plus R, and modular arithmetic, A congruent to B mod N. Okay, now we are going to connect them. So let m and n be the integers where m is positive. M is positive. Then by Euclid division lemma we can write n equal to mq plus r. N equal to mq plus r. You know very well A equal to bq plus r. Instead of A and B we have taken m and n, so it can be written as in the form of n equal to mq plus r, where you know very well the remainder must be less than the divisor. The remainder must be less than the divisor. Here m divides the number n. Therefore 0 less than or equal to r. The remainder may be 0. It may 0 or less than m. The condition have written, and q is an integer. Instead of writing n equal to mq plus r, instead of writing this n equal to mq plus r, we can use the congruence notation in the following. We can use the congruence notation. So we say that n is congruent to r modulo m. What is the meaning? We say that n is congruent to r. N is congruent to r means what the n எது போலவே இருக்கு அப்படினா r போலவே இருக்கு. modulo m அப்படினா டிவைட் பண்ணுது. m ங்கிறது டிவைசர்னு சொல்றாங்க. m is a divisor அப்படினா n equal to mq plus r for some integer q. So n equal to mq plus r, then n, this plus r becomes minus r. n minus r equal to mq. n minus r equal to mq. So n minus r equal to 0 mod m. n minus r equal to 0 mod m. Therefore n congruent to r mod m. n congruent to r mod m. How it possible? N minus r equal to mq have written. N minus r equal to mq have written. N minus r congruent to 0, which means m divides exactly. Therefore it leaves the remainder 0, you know. So n minus r congruent to 0 mod m. When we divide n minus r, it leaves the remainder 0. This is the concept. Okay, so n congruent to r, the minus r becomes plus r mod m. Thus the equation n equal to mq plus r through Euclid division lemma can also be written as n congruent to r mod m. n congruent to r mod m. So the divisor is m and the dividend is n and the remainder is r. I hope you understand this. N congruent to r mod m means divisor. When the dividend n divided by m, it leaves the remainder r. It leaves the remainder r. N congruent to r mod m. N, this is the dividend. When m divides n, m divides n, then it leaves the remainder r. It leaves the remainder r. Okay, so when m divides n, then it leaves the remainder r. So it can be written as in the form of n congruent to r mod m. This is the concept. Okay, look, two integers a and b are congruent modulo m, as a congruent to b mod m if they leave the same remainder when divided by m. If you divide a by b or b by a, they leave the same remainder. When divided by this m. Okay. So now how many integers exist which leave a remainder of 2 when divided by 3. So the divisor is 3 and it leaves a remainder 2. So what are the numbers? எந்தெந்த நம்பர்ஸ் 3 ஆல் டிவைட் பண்ணும்போது ரிமைண்டரை 2 லீவ் பண்ணும், ரிமைண்டர் வந்து 2 இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறதா இங்கே கொஸ்டின். ஓகே, ஸோ யூ ஹாவ் டு திங்க். It is very easy. 5, if you take 5, when you divide by 3, what is the remainder? 2. Okay, like we are using the concept of modular arithmetic. We are going to find the integers. Okay, how many integers? So A congruent to B mod n, you know this concept. So this is the divisor. So n equal to dash 3. N equal to 3. If it is in the form of A congruent to B mod n means it can be written as A minus B is equal to Kn, where K is some integers. K is some integer. Okay. So here the B is the remainder. If you take this B is as a remainder means, so A minus 2 is equal to K some value into n is 3. N is 3. So now A minus 2 is equal to 3K. A minus 2 is equal to 3K. Now I am going to find the A value. Okay. So 3K, the minus 2 becomes plus 2. This is the required equation. This is the required equation. K, what is K? Some integer. If K equal to 1, so what is the value of A? 3 into K value 1 plus 2. So 3 into 1, 3 plus 2, 5. So first value 5. Then K equal to 2. A equal to 3 of 2 plus 2. 3 into 2, 6 is 6 plus 2, 8. K equal to 3. A equal to 3 of 3 plus 2. 3 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. Listen carefully. This 5, 8, 11 and etc. etc. So when you divide this 5 by 3, it leaves a remainder. One time 3, remainder 2. The second case, 8 divided by 3, 2 times 6, remainder 2. 11, 3 table, 3 times 9, it leaves a remainder 2. Okay, so 5, 8, 11, these are the values. Next, modulo operations. You know that basic arithmetic operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Like how do we apply that operations in modulo arithmetic concept? Similar to basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction and multiplication performed on numbers, we can think of performing same operations in modulo arithmetic. The following theorem provides the information of doing this. The first theorem number 5. A, B, C and D are integers and M is a positive integer such that A congruent to B mod M. A congruent to B mod M. And C congruent to D mod M. C congruent to D mod M. Then A plus C congruent to B plus D of mod M. So plus operator. Listen, A congruent to B mod M and C congruent to D mod M. The divisors are same. The divisors are same, that is M. Okay. So we can write as A plus C congruent to C plus D mod M. I hope you understand. Left hand side A, here left hand side C. When you add them, you can add right hand side also. The divisor is same. So mod M. This is addition. Second one, subtraction. A minus C congruent to B minus D mod M. I commit mistake here. This is b minus d. Right hand side b minus d. So actually b plus d mod m, here minus. And third one, multiplication. A cross c congruent to b cross d mod m. Okay, if the divisors are same, we can use this rule. Illustration number 3. If 17 congruent to 4 mod 13, 17 congruent to 4 mod 13, and 42 congruent to 3 mod 13, then from theorem 5. Okay, the first rule, a plus c congruent to b plus d mod m. So first 17 plus 42, left hand side 17 plus 42 congruent to right hand side 4 plus 3 mod 13. Let's verify it. 17 plus 42, 59, congruent to 4 plus 3, 7, modulus 13. Does it satisfy this condition or not? 59 minus 7. 59 congruent to 7 mod 13. 59 congruent to 7 mod 13. Is it correct or not? Verify it. So 59 minus 7, which is equal to some value into divisor. Okay, 59 minus 7, what is answer? 52 equal to 13n. This 13 can divide 52. This 13 can divide 32. Okay, this is the concept. How many times means 4 times. 4 into 13 is equal to 52. So 52 by 13 equal to n, 4 times. So n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. Second one, 17 minus 42 congruent to 4 minus 3 mod 13. So 17 minus 42 gives minus 25. Minus 25 congruent to 1 mod 13. Let's verify it. So minus 25, it becomes minus. So minus 26. Definitely 26 is the multiple of 13, you know. So 26 can divide by 13. The third one, 17 into 42 equal to 4 into 13, right hand side. 7, 1, 4 congruent to 12. Congruent to 12 mod 13. Okay, so it should be divisible by 13. I hope you understand this concept. Move to next one. Theorem number 6. If A congruent to B mod M, if A congruent to B mod M, if A congruent to B mod M, then A into C congruent to B into C mod M. We multiplied by any integers. We multiplied by any integer. It is also divided by M. It is also divided by M. When we multiply the integer on both sides, அதாவது A congruent to B mod M னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. இங்க A வும் B யும் என்ன ஆகுது அப்படினா M ஆல டிவைட் ஆகுதுங்கறதா மீனிங். அப்போ A வை ஒரு இன்டிஜர் ஆவும் B ஒரு இன்டிஜர் அதே இன்டிஜர் ஆலையும் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது கிடைக்கிற ரிசல்ட்டும் கம்பல்சரி M ஆல என்ன ஆகும் அப்படினா டிவைட் ஆகும்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. So when we did the operation on both sides, what we did means we multiplied by the constant C. We multiplied by the constant C. It is also divided by M. It is also divided by M. Next, A plus or minus C congruent to B plus or minus C mod M. Here, when we add or subtract by the same constant, when we add or subtract by the same constant on both sides, the resultant value is also divisible by M for any integer C. Okay.